Every sport has its evolution and has gone through many changes, and that is especially the case for the game of baseball. But to this day, one hit can still get the crowd on its feet at any particular moment: the home run. Fans of the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters have gotten used to that feeling, specifically when one man is at the dish, Brendan Bobo. The junior from Cal State Fullerton has made it look easy, and this season he surpassed a record that has stood since 1997, as he became the Northwoods League all-time home run leader.
When you look back now at that night, when you hit number 29, what emotions were circling through your head when you finally got to touch them all and, eventually tie up the ball game, what became a very close game down the stretch?
First thing I thought was Dunker Donuts, like the Dunkers at Quick Trip.
Yeah.
Because Brewer told me if he hits a home run, then I'm going to buy the Dunkers. But then if he hits the home run, if he hits the home run, I'm going to buy him, but if I hit him, he's going to buy him. And so he hit his, and he touches home plate, and he says, "Dunker's on you." And I was like, oh, all right. And then I hit mine, and I was like, all right, we'll just enjoy some on the bus tomorrow. And he ended up buying, but, the first thought, I just smiled. I couldn't do it without my teammates and my coaches and the fans. And, I hope I made my parents proud. I guess they both teared up. They called me after the game, but, just to hear that, I feel like I'm doing something right in life. But I took that turn from second. I saw the bullpen sprinting down, and it just made my whole year. It was a pretty special moment to me.
Can you kind of take me back to what you were feeling in that moment when you finally not just got one, but you got two in that first game?
Yeah. So that first game was a pretty intense game, actually. I didn't expect to play. I woke up at 3 a.m., went to the airport, flew in, came in, and played that day, me and another teammate, Josh Howitt. And we were kind of like, damn, like, we're really going to play. Like, this is kind of crazy. And, I struck out my first at-bat. I saw George Clausen. He was throwing like 100 miles per hour. I was like, oh, this might be a long summer. But, I'm up for the challenge. But then they brought a new pitcher. I just put my ace swing on the ball, and it went. And Lakeshore plays pretty big, too, so I wasn't sure if I got it or not. And then it was top of the ninth, 3-2 count. It was a 3-1, and I check swung on a 3-1, and I was pretty mad about that. And then a 3-2. Thankfully, he said I went, because I wouldn't have got that second home run to take the lead in that game. But, in that moment, it was pretty unreal. To have 2 home runs in my first Northwoods game ever against a good team, Lakeshore, last year, was pretty special to me, especially in a close game like that.
And so we'll move on now to this season. And I know I've already asked you your reaction the night it happened, but I want to ask you now that you've had nearly a week to kind of digest the entire situation. When I read this statement to you, kind of what's the first thing that pops to your mind? In the 30-year history of the Northwoods League, no player has hit more home runs than Brendan Bobo.
Again, I don't know what to think about that, but, that's pretty special. There's so many guys like Pete Alonso, Curtis Granderson. I think Derek Jeter played for Kalamazoo. And it's just like, having so many home runs out here and, so many amazing players, Hall of Famers that played in this league is pretty special to think about, and it just still blows my mind to hear that statement, what you just said. But I couldn't do it without the fans, the coaches, and my teammates.